Well, hello everyone and welcome back to Foundation. I hope you're all well. We've just looking over our hop field that's just starting to be harvested here. Now, I've taken into consideration your words on how my layout is, so we're going to be working on that heavily today. Now, before we start, I just want to mention we are Lord Vincente. I never could say it in Alien Dawn. This is a homage to a character through Alien Dawn that got struck by lightning multiple times, and the place is called Stranded Lands in honor of Vincente, the absolute legend that was in our series on that one. So thank you for the suggestion. So, based on feedback, I have gone ahead and decided what I'm going to do. So we've got a main housing area coming up over here, and it's going to be near this manor house and this church, right? And then eventually we're going to get another pub over here that is going to be part of this and embedded inside of this here. We're fixing the storage problems, so I'm actually going to try and get a granary near the correct production facilities. So this one's going to be wheat, flour, and bread. And then this one is bread, cheese, and milk. So when we eventually get onto the cheese and milk production, we're probably going to go this way, or maybe somewhere around here so we can work with that as well. Because it's near all these, right? And then we've got the brewery here. And the granary, so hops and beer are going into this granary here. And wheat is over there, so it's not too far for them to travel. And then we'll keep that bit as is for the moment. Now, I've changed some of the zoning areas, so you'll see we're currently just cutting this down but not replanting because we're going to rejig and work this area a bit better. We're going to leave farming land over this side. I've still got hunting going on in this bit and hunting over here. We've got 2 hunting cabins now, and that's that. We're going to extend the housing area this way, and if you can see this little marker here, we're going to be building a new manor house over here. So housing is eventually going to go this way, and we'll move that hunter's cabin. Now, wood at the moment is just in this little section, so we will clear that out, and you'll see I've put in a nice fence. Let's get rid of this zoning area now. There's a little bit of a buffer between these, so the desirability on these houses is still now really good. We've got houses covered by this fence, a couple of benches and some trees, and I will go through decorating that area. Now, straight away, today, we're going to be purchasing this territory. And this territory here is going to be our new logging area. So we're going to have all of our reforestation is basically going to be around this area. So we're going to go something like this here. So we're going to have a nice chunk of reforestation here, and I'm going to set the cutting to also be done on top of this. That's going to be the start of that. We're also going to have wood extraction over this same zone. Now there is a stone camp in the middle of that, so we will be grabbing that as well. Maybe we should move this over one, but for the time being we can go around it. Maybe we'll leave the extraction on there, and then we'll go reforestation. We'll kind of just not do it on this, maybe. And then we'll put the stone collector over there. So we'll grab a stonecutter's camp right in that section where we set that as well. And at the moment that'll be far away, but this is going to be basically our attempt to move this stuff up a little bit because I don't like how I have it. And I'm probably going to destroy this hunter's cabin, and I'm going to move it over next to this one. So we're going to have 2 over here. And then where's our slaughterhouse again as well? Where did I put that? It's kind of hard to tell what the buildings are. There it is. So we've got the butcher there. I'm actually going to go up to 2 in there now because we do have a little bit of a surplus of pigs. So that can stay there for now, and then we'll work through that. We'll grab those guys in. So I hope that makes sense, and I do appreciate the feedback. So yeah, we'll be getting another pub over here, and a church and manor house is going to go over here. So first things first, then let's go in and let's start building I don't think you can place more than that, but you can have multiple treasuries. So what we'll do is have a treasury here, and we'll also have, that's going to be the only one there. I'm hoping we can also add another one. It's not going to let us go in, so I want to be able to grab the others. Once that's built, we'll get another tax office person in there, because I did read, I've been basically doing a little bit of research, and I read that you do need multiple. And that'll act as a bit of a desirability buffer around there, and we can get housing going this way as well. I've also set this down here, which is going to be fish. Eventually, we'll have more, so all fish is going to store in there. So we're going to be a little bit more proactive and productive with that one. And there's going to be a lot we're doing, by the way. I'm going to grab in a... Oh, you can put a treasury in there. Nice. Okay, we are going to get a training ground. So the training ground is going to act as something to get these guys kind of going, you know. So training, you need a training dummy. I'm not sure how many we need. I think we'll grab a few on this side. Oh, I think you only need the dummies. So we're going to set just the dummies to go for now then. We'll see if we can train the soldiers. Just a couple of dummies on the side and we'll work on that a little bit more. But guys, thank you for the love on the series. As always, I am appreciating it. I really am. It is great that you join me and give me info on what we need to do. So I do appreciate that. And I'm also going to grab in these berries as well. There's no harm in the gathering hut being over here as well. I might bring that. Yeah, let's go there. That should be fine. So yeah, thank you for that so much. I'm hoping this one will build out nicely. So we've got a lovely little marketplace and the well in there. I will decorate this. And the plan is to start fencing off these areas. So I think we'll be coming through. We'll have a little opening here and then we'll have the pub. It might be on the outside of it, I'm not sure. But the Stonecutters camp has been built now. Let's grab in the one miner that we can. We don't actually have any population at the moment because of the amount of runners we have everywhere. I'm just checking to see if there is anywhere we can remove one from. No, we're okay. We'll get more in eventually. I'm just running in slow speed whilst these kind of happen. But I think this being priority is probably a good idea. So we'll get that manor house as well. But hopefully that makes sense and it will help my production rates and things like that as well. So that's good. And I've reduced the amount of planks and stuff we're selling. We're going to start stockpiling where we can. One of the only ones we may need to consider is another sheep farm as well. So hopefully all this gets cut down soon. I think what I'm going to need to do in order for that to get cut down is actually remove. So we're going to go reforestation. No more over here. I actually want all of this to be completely clear eventually. So what I'm going to do is also remove this extraction zone. We're actually going to need to set that on top there. So we'll get rid of all that around here. Right, there we go. And I've just left a little bit of stone and that over there. And then we'll get the... I think I'm going to remove all this for a minute. And then once they've cut down all of this middle bit, we'll have a good space to work with then. That's my plan here. So they'll cut down all this and we'll be good to go. So our first lot of traders for the day is coming in and we've got some more people coming as well. We desperately need those. So what I'm going to do is assign 1 or 2 to the berry. We're going to get more stones. Just going to try and ramp up my resources a little bit. I think there's a special trader is coming in as well. We'll be working on that. And then we can ramp up these types of productions. I think I'm going to need another sheep farm. And I think what I want to do, hopefully, is fence these guys off. So they're not just roaming around. I'm not the happiest with where this is either. So I think the brewery should come over here. Although we want it near the pub, actually. It could go there. So we'll grab those guys in. Let's start ramping up the berries. So I'll get 3 straight in there. And let's go check out this. Wood for the elders. The elders are looking to repair a few bridges across the region. One of their merchants notice your woodcutter camps and want to make you an offer. Accumulate 150. I'm pretty sure we're already there. So we're going to do that one. And we're going to do that straight away. So we'll lose the wood, but we will gain serious stuff here. So we are good. We can afford to do that. So that's fine. Well, I've done the fences, but unfortunately, the sheep run through it. So it looks a bit naff, actually. That's a shame. Oh, well, we can pretend. There we go. But yeah, we're looking all right. As you can see, the trees are growing lovely over here, and they are slowly cutting this out. So we've got a nice section. Loads of people coming in. So we're maxed in there. Perfect. I'm also going to get a couple more miners in. I think we'll just grab them in for now anyway. We've got nowhere else we need them, and we've got lots of money. And this one has now been built, so we can work a little bit more on this one then. So we're going to have a tax office on this one. And I didn't know, but you can actually... I think you can raise them up. Do we want a small tax office on this one? I think that's okay. And then we're going to need a little door. Oh, hold on. Is this... building? So this, yeah, that's a treasury. Sorry, I'm just big. No, not treasury. Sorry, tax office. There we go. So we're going to get a wooden hall, and I'm going to attach it to the side there. Now that should attach anyway, and that is then going to be a tax collector once it's built as well. That should work for this area. I'm very disappointed that the sheep can just roam around like that through the fences. That is really annoying. Oh God, what is this? Courier requests your audience. Plank surplus for beer. Neighbouring villagers want to trade a surplus of beer gifted by the monks they are tending to. The folks are in desperate need of planks, which you seem to have a fair number, I do. We need to accumulate 125 inside storage, and they'll give us 50 beer. That we can do. That's actually really good when you get those quests. It helps massively. Alright, tax office completed. Let's get one person promoted. I don't know, we should have them ready. So can I promote them? Let's go. We'll get two ready. I know you said don't promote until you need them, but we are going to need that anyway. There we go. And we'll get another tax office in there from that one as well. So that should help massively on the desirability for these guys. Very high now, which is perfect. And then I'm also going to go into here and I want to have a look. So if we go into our book and we go soldiers here, there's got to be... I know that we've got them sent out, but can we train? I don't know. Partly trained. Okay, so if they're in the village, they start to train up from the barracks. That's awesome. So when these guys get back, I need to figure out how we fix them. And my guess is going to be as a function. Strongest position of your fort allows the training and healing of soldiers. Okay, so the training grounds heals your soldiers as well. Perfect. Alright, I've cleared out the fences. Not happy with that, so we'll go back to just letting them free roam. It's unfortunate that they walk out of the fences there. No access to food. Right, let's have a look here. Why? There's fish. Why is that the case? We have so much bread. Is it the distance? Because there is a stupid amount of it. Okay, let me just check something. You can come in. There's fish and meat, I guess. I mean, it is going in. I don't know whether it's just because of the amount we have. Maybe we need more stores and people running that. Let's have a look here. So wool is looking okay. Resources are looking really, really good. So we can, in fact... make sure. Can we get these planks in here? Is there a reason why that's not occurring, guys? I'll tell you what. Let's remove that from there. Let's assign planks into that one. And then let's put wood onto there. We're actually completely out of wood. What is going on? I think have we finished cutting? We have. Okay, so we've completely cut that area down. So we need to now go back into this. I'm actually going to set them to cut this down as well then. So we'll get rid of all that zone. I didn't think about that. So we'll get rid of all these trees and then we'll get them working on this area as well. Completely forgot about that. Sorry, town. So no more wood. And because of the amount of wood that we are going to be building, it makes sense to get more warehouses, doesn't it? So let's get another one next to this here. So we'll go right into there. We'll get that one built as well. Mission success. Your soldiers successfully returned with spoils of war. That just gave us 70 wood, which is fab. So hopefully then, all of our soldiers will now get trained and healed. So partly trained. This is going to be good. So that means we can do the harder missions and get better rewards. Alright, I'm just going to expand the non-favorites here and leave all this. So you can obviously track them up here, but let's just leave that expanded to see where we're at. So we're looking good on boars now. Wheat, we could probably do with more. Hops are going pretty damn well. So what I'm maybe going to do then is get in... I think it's definitely time to purchase this territory as a farming land. So let's grab that. And let's also get a... We'll start with more wheat then. So we're going to go straight away into more wheat farms. So we'll grab you... and you, and we'll get both of those built. We're just going to ramp up this production here, and I'll get in more granaries as well to cover this off. Worst case is we can sell that anyway. We've got loads of it, and we can use that as a good food source, but more so for the beer. Yeah, all in all, not too bad then. So we'll get those going. We've got a nice little spot to increase now. Let's go into our territory visibility so we can kind of see. So we've got a nice rounded area now to work with. Now, wood is looking fab again, so that's great. And to be honest, most resources are looking pretty good, so we can move into a new progression, I feel like. So maybe tools or something like that. So before we do that, just double checking to make sure we are okay. So let's open our book. It really does, there's a lot to think about, okay? So let's go progression here. We're going to stay on this common path here, and we are going to see what we can do. Luxury market. Okay, common goods. This one, we're not even into iron yet, so upkeep of production buildings partly decreased by 50%. Refund 50% of the tools used after construction are building parts. So let's go. Charcoal hut produces 1 coal in exchange for 1 wood. Iron smelter and 2 iron ore in exchange for 1 coal and 1 iron ore. 2 iron ores, sorry. Okay, not going to lie, I did just check how you do the mining, and you have to actually go out and do one of these. Prospect a mineral deposit in your proximity. So we need to actually go and check one of these out. Now, I think you unlock some kind of cave or something. So I think that one up there is a great one. So was that, which one was that? This one here then. So we're going to start that one. Looks like that's what you need to do to unlock iron ore. So we're going to do that first then before we go any further. We can, in fact, still unlock the tooling. So resource production, charcoal hut. So, oh no, these are going to be really, really messy, aren't they? So as our mining is going to be over here, I think this is okay to start this kind of thing over here. So charcoal hut, iron smelter next to it. Boom. Hopefully this does work out and this is okay. And then a blacksmith. So let's grab the blacksmith. It's got bad desirability as well. I kind of want it there. Up on the hill is okay. 200 gold, so we'll leave that at the moment then. So that's how we're going to do that. We'll bring you in. And we're also going to need, I think, some kind of storage to keep this good. So we're going to grab a warehouse. Again, near here. So let's go... Let's plonk it right there for the warehouse as well. Alright, we've got a couple of resources we can assign over here. This is going to be purely... We're going to go 2 wood in there for now. And then we've got planks and stone in there. So we're going to move this one to tools and things like that as well. The coal. I think we've got a little bit of coal and stuff over here, but that's how we're going to do that one. So planks, wood, that should be fine. We should have a lot of these. Oh no, I forgot to check it. I keep forgetting that because we actually had enough. So I've just cocked up on this one. Although, if I go in, that does look like we're going to be able to unlock some of these. So... what have we got? Military Fort Splendor. So you can start making the fort look really nice. What's this one? If a military mission is ongoing, taxation accumulation speed is increased by 50%. We're working on the upkeep reduction, aren't we? Kingdom Splendor and a stake wall gate used as an entrance. Okay. I will look into that. I don't think I want to... Although we do have a fair chunk of influence. It's only 25 gold. Let's grab that. I'll look into it. And then I also want to do probably the same for the market. Green market tents, food stall sign. I don't think I'm too fussed by that one. Clergy. We could go into monastery eventually, but there is one other thing I want to build first. Right, we got the tooling. Sculpture workshop. That is so cool. I'm not going to unlock those just yet then. There is a masterpiece that we need to look at, right? Okay. So, we're going to go into... where do we want this masterpiece then? The first masterpiece near this. I think right in the middle here might be great for this housing estate. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, so fountain sculpture. Let's have a look. I think this is going to cost us a fair bit. You need some resources for this. So we'll get it placed down but not built, I guess. Oh, wow. Place the required number of base. You need 1 statue and 1... thingy. Right, we'll get rid of that. We're nowhere near doing that. That's gold and marble by the looks of it, so no problem. We do, though, have the stake wall gate and a stake wall for this bad boy, so let's have a look at how we're going to do this. So, barracks then. I do want it to kind of use this natural path, so we're going to go like this. And then what I'm going to do is also grab in a stake wall. Oh, wow, you can drag it. That is so cool. You make me happy, game. There is some really good features to this. I'm not going to lie. So we're going to start by bringing it up here. And then when we've got... I want to leave a bit of room to build on this. I think that will do for now. Does that, like, cost nothing? There we go. We got a nice stake wall going around that. So I'm just going to slow this down. We're going to check this out properly. I know it's through the trees. So we'll get that removed and we'll start making that barracks look super cool, man. I like it. It's all coming along nicely. So what have we got here? We, in fact, do have charcoal burners, and these are going to cost us wood. I think we're okay on that, though. So we'll start just by ticking that over nicely. A couple of those. This is now finished as well, so we're going to move that to coal, tools, and what was the other thing? I think it's going to be iron ore. And iron, smelted iron. There we go. Perfect. We'll get those guys in. What have you got? A little bit of iron. So we need commoners for that. But we also don't have the resources here. So I'm going to go ahead and empty the stock out of this coal here. And once that's... If you click it off, it does destroy those items. And we're also going to empty stock out of there. We're going to get rid of both of those. And we'll leave that to more of these guys. We're also now going to go into our army. There is a lot going on. I'm just seeing if there is anything going on. I don't know how long we're going to need for these guys. So I'm going to go on a... Let's go on a very easy mission with our partly trained soldiers here. And we'll let the other guys kind of heal up. Let's send those guys. And we'll gain some resources at least from that as well. Right. I'm also now going to go into the resource production. And we are going to get... So let's go goods actually, isn't it? Sheep farm. We are going to get another sheep farm. As much as you guys will be like, what the hell are you doing? Let's go in here. Go somewhere like... We can keep them pretty close to each other, and the sheep kind of just go around, don't they? We'll get one more. I think that's all we need just to keep the wall a little bit higher. Cloth is okay. We can get another weaver in. And I am okay to promote one person. So let's go open this list. And let's get a promotion going. We're almost done on prospecting that mineral deposit as well. And we can get one iron smelter in when possible. And it looks like charcoal is now ticking over nicely. So we've got coal tools, iron. So I think we might be able to get rid of that one now. And that does mean we can then remove a worker from there. And the coal can go as well. And we'll also do that. Perfect. And we'll leave that as is. Ticking over nicely. Okay, our farms are ready as well. So I'm going to start with just the one. And we're going to go down and around. So I think the size we had seems to be pretty okay. Let's do something like that. We're going to do Anno style where it tucks in. So we'll go like that around. So that should be a similar size. Don't know how you know what's the right amount is. I have no idea. So it doesn't really tell you that, which is fine. I'm missing raw materials over here. So that will be okay soon. We have added another sheep farm in, guys. Right, how are our markets looking? So I'm going to go into our trade menu here. And I think what I'm going to do is actually buy in. So berries, what I'll do is increase this to 50. Fish, we are buying in still. We are selling, actually. So I'm going to remove that. So we're not going to do trade of fish. Bread, we still want to sell because we have a stupid amount. Clothing, we still want to sell because we don't need it at the moment. So we may as well make the money. Polished stone, we can definitely go ahead and start selling that if we have a trader to do so. But what I'm going to do is make sure we don't sell more than that. Tools, I think I'm going to leave that as is. The hops here, we have a lot of that, but I think we could just brew more. So we could see if we can buy in the gold bars and marbles. Let's see if any of them are selling. I've got a feeling it's going to be... Yeah, so gold bars and marble are from this last one here, which actually is manuscript. So I'm pretty sure the manuscript's going to be down in the clergy thingy here. Let's have a look. We are going to need to go into a nice monastery at some point. I'm not going to do it just yet. Look at all these, though. We are on 136 population. Oh, what is this? Your bailiff found what? A marble deposit. No way. Okay. It's outside our territory, so we're going to need to purchase this and get that going. That is... Tell you what. We don't have the coins, but we know there's marble. So I need to work out then how this... So you've just got to randomly... prospect stuff, I guess. I think you can keep prospecting the same one, so I'm going to do that again. And what we'll do is see if you can get another one along this rock thing here. Is that unlimited as well? I think it is. So we found marble. That's great. Oh, I get it. So we're kind of understanding it now. There's so much going on, man. I'm not going to lie to you. All right, let's paint our other crop field as well. I'm going to come around the side here, and I'm going to do the same again. So we're going to come to the edge, and we're going to bring maybe... That's a good size. I know the trees are there, so that one's not going to be as efficient at the moment, but that's fine. Oh, we've got someone requesting something. I need to remember on this one to not forget about it. So, what is it? Accumulate 150 in storage. Failure is minus on that. That is a good one. Don't know if we're going to do that. I don't think we're going to hit that, so we're going to dismiss it because we don't want even more minus on the clergy there. Now, we need to pick a spot for where our first monastery can go. And I'm thinking over here. So houses are starting to pop up over here, actually. So let's have a look at the zoning here. Maybe we change it up and we have the monastery in here. Yeah, I'm thinking that, actually. So let's slow it down. Let's start looking at doing that. So we're going to need to... or we get another church in temporarily. But to be honest, I think it wants us to do this. Religious complex of buildings, including dormitories, common quarters, and workplace for monks and nuns. So we're going to go ahead and unlock that one. We've got the gold to play around with, and rustic church, thatched chapel, and a small stone wall. We do want to wall it off, though, actually, so maybe we need a better place for this. I think I want the monument still over here, then. So let's go. I'm going to pay the coins to unlock this, and we're going to work on one. Let me get the visibility back up. So eventually then we could house over here, and as the production goes up that would make sense. So let's go into the residential then. Let's go like this. So what I'll do is just carve out a little bit here, and I'll also do the same for the hunting zone. I know that there is bore on that, but we're going to build our church, first church in here, and I've got some plans. So let's go monastery smack bang in the middle. And we'll go firstly with a chapel. Now, what do we have? A lot of stuff. So we're going to go... Okay, rustic hall. Boom. And we're going to have the doorway to the side here. So the church comes in. So eventually, imagine the houses going around this, right? That's the plan. And then we're going to need a nice bell tower. I think we'll go enclosed belfry. How does that one look? Yes, I like that. How much is this going to cost us? Quite a bit of stone. That is, in fact, all you need to start. So... let's go with that. So we'll get the monastery going. And then we will want to get in some kind of stone arch. How does that look? I think I'm going to garden it eventually. I think we'll wait on that one. And let's hit build. We'll start with that, and then we can get our fence going around that as well. So that's going to make the world a difference in starting to get this progression up here and get out the minus here, because we actually have quite a bad penalty with that one. Well, soldiers are back from a mission and they were victorious. I don't know if we got any resources there. I'm just clearing up a few of our zones here. So let's go like that. Let's get rid of that. Our monasteries will accept both monks and nuns. So, hearing of your interest, our monastery accept both monks and nuns. Yeah, we'll go both. So we're going to have to work on that. So we need dorms. We'll build all that afterwards. That's fine. Let's dismiss that one and dismiss that one. So we've got... a little bit going on there, which is fine. Okay, soldiers are coming back, so we did finish that. I'm not seeing what we can do here. The wounded stuff, they do get a strength value, which is cool. Let's go into this and see if there's anything else we can kind of change on the training grounds here. Because my guess is they're going to need some kind of room to heal up. So what we'll do is get us outside of territory. I think we can snap to the front here, though. And we'll just have to... how do we want it to look? Hey, this could look cool. Let's go off the side there. And a little healing place. And we'll get a separate little training thing on the side here as well. There we go. We'll get that one built then, and we'll see if that helps with the healing on that one as well. Alright guys, with everything going on, and that is going to be where we end this one out. So please do me the massive favour of hitting that thumbs up for me. And if you are new around here, please do consider subbing to the channel as well. It's a massive, massive help. Keep any tips coming. I hope you're enjoying the layout. It's really, really coming along now, and we are booming. I'm going to cut all this down so that will not look so weird in the trees there. But that's all to come, and the monastery is well underway, as you can see right there. But as always, guys, do take it easy. I will certainly see you in the next one. Bye-bye.